Thanks for coming back, guys. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and let's jump right on in. Let's go ahead and cook us some steak, all right? Let's just throw it on the grill. We're going to give a little tutorial here of how I do things on the grill, how I adjust the temperatures, how I sear things, you know, how I slow cook, how I heat, you know, all kinds of different things, how I, you know, put in the charcoal, you name it. There's an art to putting in the charcoal, trust me on that one. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right on in here. I hope you like it. I hope your mouth waters, and I hope you try this. So as we say here on Amateur Hour by Zeus, let's do this. We'll get the grill going here. Since this is pretty full of ash, I'm going to take out some of our good charcoal that's left. Move it up here. If it stays or if it's too small, that's okay. We'll just get rid of it. Okay, now we're going to go dump this in our garden over there for fertilization. All right. Put it all the way down at the bottom. There we go. Now we're gonna get some charcoal in here. We're gonna do a different charcoal this time because I can't find my charcoal in this town. We're gonna do some royal oak. Royal oak is what we're gonna use. Pulling those things down, son. Let's cut this puppy open. Put that down there and burn it. And let's get some of this royal oak in here. The all natural hardwood. I'm going to put it over on this side today. I like to place my charcoal in like a puzzle to get optimum airflow. Depending on what I'm cooking and what temperature I want, charcoal placement can be key. So a lot of people just take a bag and dump it in. Not this guy. You don't just dump your charcoal in. That'd be like skipping on your prep for a paint job on a car. You skip on the prep, you're not going to have a good paint job. This is the prep. It's literally like putting a puzzle together. There's some little ones on top. And we're going to get this fire going. Now that's far.
You got a paper leaf to do it?
No. These being pyro. Runs in the family.
What?
Yeah, fire. Cool. That way. Now you're going to adjust your flames a little bit. Do that way, right? Okay. And I usually wait until it starts getting white around the edges of the charcoal before I close the lid down. And it's starting to get that way. You can start hearing it tinking. I call it tinking because it goes tink, tink, tink. Sounds like a thin, hollow popping. can't really pick out the tinking. Alright, that's going good. You see how it's getting white around the edges and stuff? Flames are going. I got the flute open down there. I'm going to open up the chimney, and that way we'll get the airflow going through and up and out the chimney. So let's get her opened up. There we go. Chimney open, flute open. Let's go in and start preparing the steak. All right, so we got this big old steak here. It's a pretty thick one. Let me see if we get some other light on in here. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to fix this drawer today that was broken. I don't know how long it's going to last because I use some JB Weld, and JB Weld never lasts on anything. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to get some salt on here, and we're going to use the Redmond's great salt. And we'll coat the top, a little bit on the edges. Okay. Use a little black pepper. Just, whoa, it came out pretty quick down there. We just want to coat the top, the edge, because the edge kind of got a slant on it. We want to get the slant where the fat is. Pepper. And we're going to use some garlic parsley. What we're going to use. There we go. Can never have too much garlic. Never have too much garlic. It's impossible. That's coming from a guy who eats garlic cloves, okay? And then we're going to use a little bit of, we got here, the onion. Some onion powder here. Now we're gonna tenderize with the spiky side. So we're gonna go down soft just to compact it down onto the meat a little bit. Just so that you don't hit it and it just flies off and bounces out. We don't want that to happen. So we just tap it down in there a little bit so it blends with the moisture of the meat and it won't bounce off. And you just look to see if it looks like it's changing color a little bit, because now you can't really see it as much, and you can see there's nothing on there. So it didn't come off onto here, it's going onto the meat. Now we tenderize. It'll still have some fly off, but not much. Basically what I'm doing is I'm poking it down into the meat. Alright, now we're going to flip it over. Now we're going to do the same with this side. The salt. If I had a battery out here, we'd have salt and battery. And this is like a nutritious salt too. Pepper. And I hold it up a little bit away from it so when it goes down it breaks open and it gives you a wider spray pattern. You know, like shooting paint, you pull back farther away and you got a pattern, it's going to be wider when it gets to the surface. Same thing. Our garlic parsley. Prices are ridiculous these days. This thing was like $8-9. It's like spray paint. I remember I used to buy spray paint $1 and change a can, and now it's like $8 a can. Propane tanks. I was spending $49 for a full tank without a return one. Now instead of $49, They're $70 now. That's almost double what I was paying before. Oh yeah, we're using our onion now, onion powder. Okay, now once again we're going to tap it down in there to get it into the meat a little bit so it doesn't all bounce off when we just start smacking it. Get it to start changing its colors. And we'll go a little bit harder now. Get it down in there a little bit more. See, you do all this while your charcoal is heating up. And that's what we're going to do for this. When we get on the grill, we'll add a little Worcestershire sauce and a little, maybe a little A1 on there. And we'll brush our A1 on with our basting brush. These are easy. You get these like a quarter, $1 for a pack of 4 or something like that at Depot. They're for painting, but be careful. Watch for bristles falling out of them on your meat. Sometimes they do, a lot of times they don't. It's the same thing. I use these for basting all the time. I've used these for basting for decades. And that's what we'll use to get the A1 on there. But right now, let's head on out, and let's set that on the grill. We're not gonna throw it on the grill, we're gonna set it on the grill. Okay, we got our steak here. I'm gonna set it on the grill. Okay, now I got the charcoal over here and the steak over there. Give it more of a slow cook. So we get some flames going. And when we get the flames going, then we'll close it down, close the chimney, close the flute, and let the flames will go out, the smoke will build up in here and get the smoke flavoring on that. And there we go. Shut her down, close that down. Flames will go out and it'll start smoking. Now we're going to throw a little Worcestershire sauce on it. Cook it in. Just coating the top. And it'll soak on in. And then we'll let that soak in and cook. And once that soaks in and cooks, when we flip it, we'll put it on the other side. I don't know if that was recording, but I put some Worcestershire sauce on it. Flipped it over. We flipped it over and put some more on this side. We cooked that on that one side for 15 minutes. Flipped it over. We'll cook it on this side for 15 minutes. Now remember, it's off the hot coal. The hot coal's over here and it's over there. So we'll let that soak in for about 15 minutes. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to baste the top with some A1 for about 10. Flip it over, baste the other side with A1 for about 10. Okay, and then we'll bring it over and put it onto the hot coals. Okay, and we'll sear it. And that's what we're gonna do. But right now, let's get you on in here. Come on over, take a look at this thing. Look at that, look at that. Looking good. Looking good. So let's close this thing down. See, we got the coals over there and the steak is over there. See? And we're going to close this down for about 10 minutes. I mean 15? Well, 13 now. We'll close it down for about 13 minutes, cook it, and then we'll come back and we'll baste the top of that with some A1. Alright, it's time to go ahead and flip. Well, we're going to flip it, baste it. 10 minutes, flip it back, baste it, 10 minutes. So, let's go ahead and flip it. Flipping it this way to get the grids going the other way. And I use the A1 original I don't like that thick and tangy, whatever one it is. That's just no good. A1 Original's the best. Okay, put them on there. Now we baste. It's more of a dabbing, not a painting. Paint it, you're going to move whatever herbs and spices you got on there out of proportion. So you just dab it, you get your thick spots, you dab them out, get it along your sides. Make sure the whole thing is coated. We will be flipping it over after this cooks in for about 10 minutes. Now let's get you on in and have a look at it. There we go, that's what she's looking like now. She's looking good. Now I put the thicker side up here because it's closer to the coals, okay? The thinner side over here, because I don't want to burn the thinner side, because I'm going to be putting it on the hot coals here shortly. We're going to go 10 minutes here, and then after 10 minutes here, we'll flip it over and rebaste the other side. But that's what she's looking like. Ooh. How come it looks blue when I put it in close? Okay, let's close her down, give her 10 minutes. Alright, time to flip and baste again. Good. And baste this side. And baste. What's he shaking? She's like, hey, they smell good. She's staring at the grill. Licking her chops. Remember, don't forget to get your sides down here. Edges. And remember to dab it. You don't want to be painting it, because then you'll move your herbs and spices disproportionate to the steak, the slab of meat you're cooking. You want it even across it. There you go. Let's bring you in, have you look at it. Start our timer. What you doing, Shagan? No, Bobby? Oh, you're whining because you want some of what's up on this grill? Huh? Is that what you want? Is that what you want, Bobbies? We shake 'em, wake 'em. Okay, here we go. Here she is. Looking good. Okay, we got 10 minutes on this side, and then she's gonna go on the hot coals. We're gonna fire that up and get some flames going on that too. We'll get some flames going there. And we're gonna move this over to there. In 10 minutes. Well, for you, it'll be like, get that flame going back again. quickly that goes out like that. Now hear that? Now we're going to sear it. Get it on an angle. Open up our flute. Make sure we get some airflow going through there. Come and check it. There we go. Let that go that side a little bit. Okay, check that out. Okay. Almost done. Let's do that up. She is done. Let's get you in and have a look. There she is, guys. There's the steak. Good to go. There's the steak. Oh man, that was so nice and red in the center. It was delicious. Mouth-watering, tasty. Yum, 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 yum. All right, that was just showing you how I do some cooking on the grill. All right, so I just want to let you see that. There are some little tricks of the trade cooking on the grill. Anybody can jump out there and do it. I mean, really anybody can. But once you start grilling, you start picking up little tips and tricks, how to adjust your heat, temperatures, and all this other stuff. How to get the smoke up, the smoke down, flames up, flames down, all this other stuff. So you can actually adjust your temperatures on grills, and you can do all that kind of stuff on a grill. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Everybody loved it. It was delicious, nice and red and juicy in the center. I'm telling you, it was delicious. So until the next video, guys, be good, have fun, take care, be safe. God bless.